Cute little Benny. Good boy. We got Joji over here too. And we shaved him. Now he looks like a naked little chimkin. Really soft. And he's got cute little pink piggy skin. Oh, cute puppy. Good boy. Hey guys, it's Tape the Grape. And today, well, I'll be showing you what I'm doing here in a bit. So right here in the garage, I've got to clear out a spot because my dad's bringing some stuff over. Some stuff he has at his other house. But he needs me to clear out a space as much as I can so he can place some things in here. But anyway, we've got an old trampoline thing here. It's not really old. I mean, it might be old, but it's never been put together as far as I know. But we don't need it, so we're going to get rid of it because it's missing the actual jumping portion. That net-looking piece is just the net that goes around, not the actual part you jump on. But what I am going to do is keep all the straight pieces and perhaps later down the road use that as fence posts for perhaps a garden, for perhaps a front fence. I don't know. Probably won't work for a front fence, but at least a garden fence to keep the dogs out and other animals. But anyway, let's see about getting those. So I'm just setting all the straight pieces here out of the way. That way I can recycle the curved pieces that I don't need. Now I got about all the straight pieces that I need. Now I'm going to make it easier for myself and open the garage door. Surprisingly, the video I made on this garage door actually got a lot of views. So if you're interested, here it is opening up. Oh yeah. And so, of course, I'm just going to drag all that stuff out to the garbage cans. But now I've got to close up that door so the dogs don't try and escape. Now, something interesting to note, it's not very often that this door gets closed when somebody's in the garage. Usually it only ever gets closed when we're locking it up when nobody's inside, of course. But you can tell because if you close it and you got the shelf of all this stuff, now all this stuff, old turpentine, old gunk, old bleach white, all of this stuff, I'll bet you the most recent date on one of these, probably the early 2000s. My dad bought all this stuff between the early 90s to the 2000s. But I'm not going to go into detail on it, but of course, if I were to show you, you'd see that most of these dates are 90s and all that kind of stuff. That one appears to say 88, whatever this is. Black Magic. Yeah, you can tell just by the car that they have on there. That was new at the time. That was probably a slightly modern car at the time when they made that. But anyway, it's pretty interesting nonetheless. Something interesting I found here. I was just looking to see what was in this. I opened it up. Well, first of all, we got some type of liquor, however you pronounce it. I know it's liquor, but I don't know if this is a fancy way of saying it. You can tell I don't drink much. But anyway, so I don't know how old that is, but then you got these old Atari stickers. I don't know if these are original. I was looking it up, because of course I saw this before, but these may be original from 1980, because I know I believe somewhat recently, they made like a new Atari to like replicate the old one, but I have a feeling this is an original because this is my dad's stuff and he doesn't mess with anything modern or anything like that, if you know what I mean. So, and there's a bunch of other record stuff too, but that's pretty neat. That could be original to whenever it came out. I'm not familiar with Atari. That's before my time. In fact, what I say, 1980, I don't even know. But anyway, thought that was interesting to show. But now back to business. I gotta move all this siding or whatever, the connector pieces. I don't know what this is, but anyway, just old stuff we don't need anymore. So clearing it out so we can use the room. I'd say I got a pretty decent spot cleared out. I could almost fit a smart car in here. But anyway, let's sweep it up with this push broom. All right, I'm gonna sweep it now. Figure I'd give you a good view. just since I've had the garage door open, all these leaves have blown in. Or perhaps maybe it's from the last time as well, but who knows. If you can see this lawnmower here, maybe you can, maybe you can't, I don't know. That's one, it don't run for one, and for two, we don't even own it. It's actually family friends, but we've had it here for years, and he didn't want it back, so I don't know. I guess we'll ask him again. If not, we'll just, maybe I can sell it on Marketplace for $20. I don't know. It don't run, like I said. Maybe it needs gas. Who honestly knows? Well, just as a proof of concept, this is how much room I cleared out. I'm able to park my mom's car in there. Unfortunately, can't park it far back enough to where the door would close. Just right on it. You can see that. Where's my finger? That dark line right there. So it'd close right on the license plate pretty much. But again, proof of concept. Now, this is not what I'm putting in here, but I bet you this is the last time a car's been parked in here is probably the 90s. Because we've always had it jam-packed with stuff. But oh yeah, pretty neat though. Well, now, until my dad gets off of work to put stuff in the garage, I'm just at the park because today's my last day off till I got to go back to work. So I figured, why waste it away at home? So, as you can see, I'm sweating profusely because I got the door only cracked. But it's like 81 degrees today. I'm happy for that. I'd rather it be that temperature than freezing cold, so, oh yeah. But oh yeah, let's walk around the shaded trails. There's some cute horses, but I'm sure you know where I am if you watch any of my other videos. Lockwood Park, of course. Plenty of videos here, but that's a nice place. That's why I keep coming back. Childhood place. But let's walk on some trails. Shaded trails, like I mentioned. It sure does give you a weird feeling when it feels like summer, but when you look at all the trees, there's still nothing grown yet, because it's just the beginning of spring. But oh yeah, interesting. Boy, I really did overestimate the amount of shade that these trails had. As you can still see, the sun's poking through the non-leaved trees. But thankfully, I brought me some water, so that's good at least, so I won't be completely dehydrated. And I also want to steer clear of the water because I don't want to have another mishap where I fall in again. This was not the park where I fell in at, if you saw my previous video, but I did fall in a body of water, and it was not fun. I had my phone and my fiance's phone in my pockets because she doesn't have a pocket. That's why I was holding it for her. But thankfully, of course, they're fine because, of course, I'm making the video on my phone, and her phone's just fine. Her phone is just fine. But yeah, I don't want to trip again and fall. Well, looky here. We got some shade under a bridge, of course. See the shade. Dramatically colder, of course. The cars, of course. Let's see if I can see them from up here. Ooh, look at that. Holy cow. But anyway, let's look at the road real quick. Interesting. Let's get back down here now. Awesome. But I think I'll chill here for like 5 minutes. Well, as I said, I'm just chilling out under the bridge because it's got a mighty fine draft as well as shade. And I'm cooled down. It's blowing my hair looking crazy. No, I can't lie. That's how it was when I started my day. But anyway, so let's get going walking again. And over here, I've already done a video on this specific place, so I'm not going to say much about it, but this is the old Springfield Avenue. That's been, abandoned since the 70s or 50s, I can't remember. I believe the 70s is the last time it was a public road. But anyway, if you want to see the video on that, I'll link that in the description. But anyway, this is where I'm going, this direction. This is another park. The trails continue into the next park over, I should say. Alright, so I think I'm going to take a break here on this picnic table here. But now, don't mind the wind. Oh, it's blowing pretty good. That feels great. It's going to continue, I bet. But anyway, what I wanted to sit down and talk to you about is, it's nothing important. Well, let me rephrase that. It's not that important. But anyway, so again, I make YouTube videos for my pleasure, and occasionally, you know, I'll do things that people want to see and whatnot. Now, when I say this, it's not that, you know I don't have to make videos on a schedule. I never do, and I never will. But I always like to get a few videos in here and there. But the last few weeks, I think, maybe a month, I've been a lot slower with making videos. Well, for some reason, I've just been burned out on making YouTube videos. I'm not going to stop because there's plenty of things I still want to film, parks and restaurants and food and things like that, you know. But I think maybe winter had something to do with it, cold weather, of course, because, you know, I can't go out and do park videos and whatnot during that time. But anyway, I just wanted to say, if, like, the 1% of you that is concerned, be like, oh, I wonder why he's not making videos as regularly as he did. And again, like I said, it doesn't matter, because it's not like I'm making money off of YouTube. But I enjoy it. It's a hobby, and sometimes you get burned out of hobbies, and that's totally fine, I've come to realize. But like when I used to play guitar, I don't really do it that often anymore. I think the last time I picked up my guitar was over a year ago. But anyway, I just wanted to say that, and I'm not going anywhere in terms of YouTube videos. They may be slower. They may pick up pace again when I am not burned out of it anymore. But every time I have a project that I could make a video on, I'm like halfway through with it. I'm like, oh, dang, I should have made a video on this. But oh well. It's not the first thing that comes to mind when I do things, of course. But anyway, like I said, I just wanted to put that out there. And, oh yeah. Well, I just made it back home, and what do you know? Time for me to renew my license plate sticker, if it'll focus. There we go. It's gonna cost me $151 for the license plate sticker every year. Ugh. But that's Illinois for you. Well, I'm just helping my dad now. Well, we just got some of his stuff put up. Of course, it's going to take a few days to get everything, but apparently he's moving back into the house, so now I'm not the only one who has to do yard chores. But anyway, of course, I'll leave the personal stuff out, but anyway. That was my video on what I did today. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.